Hello and welcome back. Today we are going to do a project, CSV Data Analyzer. And this project is going to be super interesting because I have uploaded a couple of videos where we have learned mechanics of Streamlit. For example, how to make a button work, how to save state, how to fix a layout. But mechanics alone don't make things interesting. And they don't even get you hired. Projects get you hired. Projects get you clients. So today, we stop building examples. Examples are important, but not today. Today, we start building something which you can upload on your GitHub profile and start building your portfolio asset. Today, we are going to build a full-scale data analyzer. And this project is going to be so interesting because it's going to handle your file uploads. It will calculate statistics. And for the first time, it is going to span multiple pages. We have worked with multiple page concept, but today we will actually implement multiple page architecture in Streamlit. So let's get started. So this is the app what we are building, the CSV analyzer. And don't look at this just a file uploader. No, it's not just a file uploader. Look at the features. We are taking a raw CSV file and we are going to extract the schema. We are going to calculate statistical summaries and we are generating visualizations on the fly. And most importantly, we are doing this across multiple pages. For example, like statistics, previews, charts, etc. This is the standard for data science portfolio project and you can enhance it as much as you want, but I really want to cover the basics. I really want to show you how you can handle data and how you can handle this architecture as well. One last thing before we actually go into the code, look at the project structure. I always put a lot of emphasis on structure and architecture because for me that is non-negotiable. If we want a multi-page app, we just cannot throw files anywhere. And Streamlit is opinionated. I have always said this, Streamlit is opinionated, just like you are also an opinionated programmer. So Streamlit is also opinionated, and which is great thing. So what we have done is we have home.py, which is our main entry. It could be app.py, main.py, I don't care. What I care about is like pages folder. Because what we are doing here is we are following convention over configuration. The convention says you create a folder called pages and inside that folder you create files. The way you create those files is 1 underscore, 2 underscore, 3 underscore. This 1 to 3 dominates your ordering of these pages in the sidebar. This is how we control the order, right? We are being intentional about the user journey. We want him to go to preview first, then statistics first, then second, and then charts third, right? That should be our user journey. And if you don't agree, you can change the order. It's so simple. Just change the order. You can make it like make it 1, make it like 2, and that's it. Okay, perfect. So that is the theory part. Now let's jump into the building the project. But first, okay, let's come back to the screen. 1 second. Yes. I hope you have this book. You have downloaded this companion workbook. Where is our chapter 5? Okay, this is chapter 5. Yes. Okay, this is chapter 5, right? Either you can follow this book. You will get all the design rationale, whatever we are doing. You can always refer this companion workbook after this video, or you can follow it side by side also. I leave it to you. Then we have our code repository. This chapter 5. You will find all your code project here, right? And I'm just git fetch. Let me update my. Okay. Git pull. Now I'm going to kick off my favorite code editor, VS Code. Let me close my yesterday's. I don't want to save it. Okay. Chapter 5. I'm in the project. So let me quickly create couple of files. So first is, the first file I want to create is home.py. Second file I want to create is utils.py. I'll tell you why I'm going to create these files. Third file I'm going to create, third folder I'm going to create is pages folder first. Once you take a, once you pull this repository, you will find this sample. Okay, so let's open sample underscore sales.csv. It's a small file, but good enough for us. It has like maybe 110 rows. Good enough for us. You can, if you want, you can create more synthetic data using any your favorite AI application. But for me, this is good enough. Perfect. Okay. So we have created our folder. Let me create this pages folder also. So for this, I'm going to click on this folder, pages folder. So navigation system folder is there. And now we are going to start building our, I'm going to start building a data loader utility first. Let me close the sample sales. Let me close this also. I'm going to start from utils.py. I'm going to start building a data loader utility so that I can safely read my CSV files. And if there is any errors, I should be able to catch those errors gracefully. So my file is utils.py, right? And I'm going to use Streamlit, and I'm going to also use pandas, right? Let me activate my virtual environment, right? And pip install pandas numpy. Okay. So this is not error. This is my pylines. I have made my pylines to be strict. So it's saying your ST is not accessed, your PD is not accessed. It's not an error, but I'm always use pylons. Pylons is a checker which check me for any errors. Is showing. It's a VS Code extension. I have put in a strict mode, right? Now let me create this function load underscore CSV, and I'm going to pass uploaded file, right? And since right, uploaded file safely reads a CSV file into a data frame, and I'm going to use try catch. Except, what is happening? Except exception st dot error. It will give us this error bar. Error reading the CSV file. Error reading the CSV file. Please check the file format. Perfect. And st dot stop. And in try, we'll get a data frame. Since we are using PD dot read CSV, uploaded file, and return df. This is an unknown parameter type. What I'll and okay. So it is giving me error because I have not defined the type, and I am also not saying what it's going to return. Either I have to import some other data types, or what I can do is the better is in go to my settings, and I instead of having my this pylons to be strict, what I can make it basic. Perfect. So since I have made pylons to basic, all these wiggly lines are gone. Perfect. So what we have done is we have just, also let me correct the spelling error, right? Now let's run this utility function. Okay, no errors. Perfect. So we have not called load underscore CSV, but let's run this. So we have loaded our CSV. Now it's time to create a new function. We'll call it like get data. So one thing here is, if you just note quickly, what we have done is this function, when we'll call this function, we upload a file, it will return us a data frame. And at that point in future, I'm just talking about future, let me transport you to future. In that future, whenever this function, we'll call this function, we'll get the data frame, we will actually store that data frame in session state. Yes. So that is available to all the functions. Somebody said global variables are bad, but session state works like global variables, but they are not bad because Streamlit is managing those session state. Okay, so let me quickly start working on this file. Get data. It returns the data frame from session state. You might be wondering, I'm just returning data frame. I'm not storing anywhere. No, not now, but in future. In like next few minutes, what I'll do is, from my input widget, I'll create an input widget where somebody will upload a file. As soon as they upload a file, it will run this function. It will return a data frame, and that data frame will store in session state so that it is available to this get data. And if you don't believe me, let me show you. If data frame not in ST session state, so I'll make it stop. I'll say do nothing. At first, I'll give a info that no CSV loaded yet. Please upload a file on the home page, or otherwise stop. And if it's able to find that data, then return st dot session state. I'm going to use bracket notation. You can use dot notation also. So my both functions are done. Load CSV and get data. Perfect. No error. No error. Always rerun. No error. Now it's time for the home page setup. Let's go to home page. Again, we need to import Streamlit as ST, and we need to import from utils. In fact, from utils, import load CSV, right? And the first thing is we configure the page. You know how do we configure the page? This time, I'm going to use layout white. We have been using centered, but high time we use white. So we have these three layout: centered, white, and none, but I'm going to use white this time. Configure the page. Second is, let's add some title and description so that our users can easily see what we are doing. Let's run home. Okay, CSV data analyzer, upload a CSV file to explore it across the different pages. Awesome. Now let's add the third step will add the file uploader. Let's add the file uploader, right? So let's have some step. Step 1, upload your CSV, and then I am going to use a widget st upload file upload. Sorry, st file uploader. Choose a CSV file, right? And I'll say type is equal to, what are the different types? CSV. Type is equal to CSV. No, oh my God. I've used curly braces. I never realized. Type is equal to CSV. So you can give a list of files. For example, you want CSV file, you also want Excel file, you want TXT file or TSV file. TSV file is your tab separated tab separated values. CSV is comma separated values. Whatever different types of file you want, you will put them in a list, and it will accept all these kind of files. Like this is so important. Like Streamlit is helping me do so many things, so many error checking. Everything is able to do. If you try to upload a JPEG file, it will give you an error. Beautiful. Now we have uploaded this file. Let's put this in a variable uploaded underscore file so that I can pass it to my load CSV function. So file has been uploaded. Now we have to wire upload to state. It's very simple. If file has been uploaded, only if file has been uploaded. If uploaded file is not none, okay, then data frame is equal to load CSV uploaded file. Perfect. Can you see now? And now the question is, where is the session state? Here is the session state. Let's put this in our session state df so that it is available across the entire user session. Now I have got data frame. I have put this in my key. Df is a key because session state is a dictionary like object. So I'm putting that key and that data frame goes in that session state safe, right? Let's also give a visual feedback so that user feel happy. Success, file uploaded and data loaded successfully. A visual feedback. Let's upload a file. Always Rerun. Okay. Drag and drop file here. Limit 200 MB per file. CSV comma TSV. Let me browse this file. Let me open this file. Where is my file? Reveal in Finder. Sorry. Reveal in Finder. Okay. Drag and drop file here. File uploaded and data loaded successfully. You want to see the data? I'll show you the data very soon. So add quick look component, right? For this, what we can do is we can show basic metadata right now. For example, we can say simple data, ST markdown, quick overview, file name, uploaded file name, and shape of data. 50 rows and 7 columns. Okay, it has 50 rows and 7 columns. Sample underscore sales.csv. Is it correct? Yes, it has 50 rows and 7 columns. So it's a shape of data. Name is not name. Why? So file name. Again, the pylons, because I have not said what is uploaded file type is, so it's giving me error, but it's not an error, it's an pylons error. I can remove pylons, but not now. I'm choosing not to solve this error because a lot of people, you will get confused because of this type checking thing. I might upload a video on how to do properly type checking, but not today. Today is not, that is not our goal today. Don't get confused with this. It's a pylons error. Name is not known attribute of none, right? Because uploaded file can also give us none. If you look at this function, load CSV either is returning a data frame or is also returning none. That's the reason it's getting confused. Save. Okay, perfect. So we have done this. Now we can even show the first, what I can do is I can show the first 5 rows also. Let's show the first 5 rows. st.markdown. Sample preview. st.data frame. Since one of the reason Streamlit was created to solve problem for data analyst, so it has methods which can directly take your data frame and can help you run multiple things on this thing. For example, data frame, I'm going to just run df.head. So I'm just running pandas Okay. I was speaking, so I said df dot head. So it will run the entire method and will give me a good, nice looking table without me doing any effort, right? Show a small sample. We can even guide the user. We can say, what we can say, users. So for example, now is our time to create the sidebar. But how do I user know there's a sidebar? So I can help use add some kind of helper this thing for our user. User sidebar menu to access advanced this thing. Okay, one more thing. I never realized this should be under if, and we have not written else. Oh, this is wrong. We should have. Uh, Let me also put this under if. There is no else. You guys should have told me, like, I forgot to write my else. Please upload a CSV file to get started. Oh, that's the reason it was showing me this error, because now since uploaded file is not none. So since uploaded file is not none, so there it won't be none. If I take it outside my this if, if I take it outside my if, just to give you an error, then it will show me error, because now all the condition has been satisfied where the value is not none. This means the value of this uploaded file is none. That was the reason it was showing error. My mistake, right? So let me refresh this. Please upload a CSV file to get started. Apostrophe, just to want to make sure you browse file. Always rerun. Okay. Now browse this file. Where is my sample sales? We will in Finder. Drag and drop here. Nice. Very nice interface. We are also respecting our users. Step 1, step 2, we are showing them all the steps. We have to add step 2, but we are respecting our users' time and we are building this very nicely. I still need to build the sidebar. That's okay. Once we have the sidebar, this interface will be more presentable. Let's create the preview page first. Okay. So let's create the preview page. For this, we'll go inside the pages and click on a new file, preview. Let me call it 01. And I also use title case preview dot py. Why I've used capital P, I'll show you. Can you see preview? And I also make my home to be capital home. This time I have to refresh. Okay, you can set this in home in here page. It's a navigation. Let's again, we might digress. I don't want to digress right now. So let's go to preview page, because this convention or configuration only works in pages folder, not outside pages folder. Sorry. Okay. Preview.py. So this is our page. Import Streamlit SST. And I can make this page config. Page title data preview, layout is white. Title is data preview. Right, this page will show the raw data. Refresh, preview, this page will show the raw data. Sample CSV. And once I'll come to preview, it will show me the raw data. Let's fetch some shared data, right? We need to show some rare. So let's create a title, data preview. Let's fetch the data securely. So this time, tell me one thing. Where will I get data frame from? By calling the function get. Oh, I need to first import that function from utils. Where is my utils? From utils, import get data. df is get data. You want to see st dot success, successfully loaded data with df dot shape. I have this many rows, right? Successfully loaded data with 50 previews. What I've done, I have copied this twice. That is the problem here. Always rerun. No CSV loaded yet. First, let load the data. Now go to preview. Successfully loaded data with 50 rows. Very nice. Very simple and very nice. We have tested. Now let's display raw data. We can have a header. And you know what? I can use the same thing. st dot data frame. What it will do is it will show me the interactive table. I'll show you. Can you see it? Because it's always rerun. Customer rating amount. Look at the interaction. I'm clicking on products, order IDs, ascending, descending, categories, all accessories, audios. I can even do things like full screen, right? You can even search. Beautiful. So the interactive table is there with just few lines of code. Just few lines of code, the interactive table can be run easily. Full data set renders. You can click, we have done sorting, filters, everything, not filters, highlighting, not filters. Now let's add column selector. So what we can do is we can do multi-select. Let's say selected. I'm going to create a new variable called selected columns is equal to st dot multi-select. Choose columns to display. And what will be my options here is, it will be a list df dot columns dot what one second, what is the name of to list. Okay, it's a function df column dot to list. And let me also show my user what they have selected. They have selected columns. Let's do this. Choose option. I want only product. I only want total amount. I only want quantity, right? So you have selected these things. You can see this. Now if I want to only now how do I wire this column filter with my this is a filter. How do I wire this? Easy. So if selected column st dot right, showing selected columns, st dot data frame. You know that, you guys know that, yes. df selected columns. You guys know pandas, right? How to work with data frames. Else show everything. Or let's be creative. Select one or more columns from the drop down to preview them. Yes. Okay. I only want to see product and quantity. I only want to see product. I want to see unit price. I want to see category. I want to see category unit price. My filter is working so nicely. Happy? I hope you are also practicing with me. I am doing code along with you. So make sure you're also getting all these results. You will get entire code repository from this website, like from this GitHub or this GitHub, you will get it. But right now, I want you to practice with me. I hope you are practicing with me. Now it's time to create our second page, which is our statistics page. My favorite page. For this to appear, I have to refresh because I am creating a new page, new session. Okay. Yes. Import Streamlit as st, import pandas as pd, from utils import get data. I need to get data everywhere, and I can set this page configuration as layout is wide, proper title, and then df is equal to get data. Again, we can have the same configuration, successfully loaded with these many rows. Always rerun, successfully loaded with 50 rows. Summary statistics page is also loaded with 50 rows. We are using our pages and session state beautifully. Okay. Now we can design a basic layout. So for this, I need 2 columns. But first, let me create a heading 2. Basic information, heading 3, and let me create 2 equal width columns. Let me add a comment also. Create 2 equal width columns. Well, width. Then let's add a placeholder. Add placeholders to verify structure. So with call1 st.info shape and names. With call2 st.info, this time we'll say write data types. Right? Left is shape and names, right is data types. Let's populate our shapes and name. So for this st.write, I'm replacing them, and shape, right? Shape, and then formatted string. In my formatted string, I'll again put df shape, and df shape columns. Df shapes columns. What is the issue here? This is not required. Yes. 50 rows into 7 columns. Perfect. And in right, I'll say column names. What are these column names? st.write. What are these column names? how do you do them? You use list and whatever we get for df for columns. These are the columns name and they are in proper list, right? These are my column names. So this is the shape of my data. Now we need to add data type. So first let me close column 1. Let me start call 2. So I'm thinking let's create a nice data frame for display. Yes, create a nice data frame for display. No space. So D types. Let me what are the different data types for display is equal to PD dot data frame, and I'll create a new data frame where I'm going to pass column as my key and df dot columns in my columns, and in type, one second, I'll pass df dot d types as type str, right? Okay, I have to display it. So st dot data frame, I'm going to display this data frame which I have created a nice data frame for display. Let me display this. Okay, so these are different data types. These are the columns and these are their types, right? This is what I have passed. Very simple. Very simple. I know you know a basic, you guys already know basic pandas, so I'm not going to explain this more, but you understand. First is column, these are my columns and these are my types, right? And this is my index also. Let's also add a numerical summary. This is very simple. st.write df.describe. Simple numerical summary, count, mean, standard deviation, minimum, percentiles, maximum, right? These are the measures. Okay, perfect. Let's calculate some missing values also. And we'll start first by calculating nulls. Missing is equal to df dot is null. Let's say how many there are. Missing values, right? These are the missing values. There's no missing values. Why there's no missing values? Let's make them. We have to load this file once more. Total amount 1 is missing value. Perfect. Just to show you, I have to unclean my data. The main job of a data analyst is to clean the data, but just to prove you that is working, I have to unclean my data. Okay, so now I can see something is missing, and we can even format this missing table if you want. Let's do this. Missing underscore df is equal to pd dot data frame and column missing dot index. Which column is missing? This missing dot index, and missing values. Missing values is missing dot values, and we can say percent missing. Sorry if I'm rambling, but missing length of data frame, right? Length of data frame. And what we can do is, let's get a percentage 100, round divided by 2. Let's display this. Let's display this data frame. Okay, so these are missing values. Percentage missing is 2% because there are 50 rows. So the missing percentage is 2, right? This is a missing percentage. Makes sense. Anyways, if you want to make unclean your data more, you will get the missing values also. This also shows you if there is problem with your data set also. And we can replace this. I don't think we need this now. Perfect. So we have missing values now. Now last time to go to third page and the final page, which is a charts page. Right? So this is a chart page. I'm going to Streamlit as st, utilize import data. Again, I have to get my page configuration, title, chart, and visualization. I have to refresh it because I am now creating a new page. Sample sales here. All are working. Let's go to charts. First, let's fetch data. df is equal to get data st.write. Ready to plot data from. Some of you might say you are not sure if data has been imported, so I have to print shape here, data shape. Always run. Ready to plot data from 50 rows, right? I can do it info also, but this is fine. Let's first do one thing. Let's filter for numeric columns only, right? Numeric underscore calls. So I'm going to use df select types and include number dot column. Sorry, my spelling mistake. To list. How many numeric columns are there? Because here I only want those columns. I only want to select those data types which include some numbers. Let's say how many numeric columns are there. These are the numeric columns: order ID, quantity, unit price, total amount, customer rating. Perfect. We can also add a guard if not numeric columns. No numeric columns are found. No numeric column is found in the data set. Charts are only available for numeric data. But that is not our case. Right? It's an edge case. It's an edge case. But always take care of those edge cases. Always take care of those edge cases because you are not a coder, you are an engineer, you are a software engineer. So you have to always take care of your edge cases. Now let's give options to our user to select a numeric column to start doing plotting. So for this, we'll say here is a drop down. Select all the numeric columns and whatever numeric columns you want, always rerun. Sorry. Why? Numeric columns. Did I saved it? st numeric column. Even this markdown is not coming. Let me refresh it once more. Okay, it's no CSV loaded. Sorry, my mistake. Here we go. Select a numeric column. Now it's selected. Command B. Let's have some more space. Radio button for chart type. Which chart type you want? Will give only 2 charts for now. For those who have H in their hands, you can add more chart types. I leave it to you. But for now, I will have two where horizontal is true, line chart or bar chart. Always say okay, line chart or bar chart. I'll give them option, and then I'll say if chart type is equal to, if chart type is equal to line chart, then plot the line chart. How do you plot the line chart? st dot line chart. That is how you plot the line chart in Streamlit. And which column? Let's select those columns. Selected column from where? From the user's input. So he is selected. He is selected order ID, quantity. You want a bar chart? We haven't created bar chart yet. So quantity, total amount. Look at the interaction. The interaction is so huge. It's so smooth and everything. This dashboard is coming up so nice. That's the power of Streamlit. Agree? Let's do the same thing we have done it for a bar chart. Now it's time for we have done for line chart, and now it's time for the bar chart. If chart is bar chart, show the bar chart. Here is the bar chart. Beautiful and super easy. Perfect. Let's have a helpful caption also. Tip: try different numeric columns to see how the distribution changes. Okay, here's a tip. So basically what we have done here is, we have uploaded a CSV file, we have done analysis, we have done visualizations, and right now this looks like a small project, but look at the possibilities. We were able to do so many things so quickly. Within like 10-15 minutes, we were able to upload a file, preview the file, done a basic statistics. We were able to find any missing values. We were able to plot some couple of charts, and you just need to change your sample data and you will get everything here. That is the power of Streamlit. Now I really want some of you to, not some of you, all of you, I want all of you to use your learnings to start building some dashboards. And once you build those dashboards, I want you to share those dashboards with the entire community in the comments. I would love to see some of the dashboards you guys have built. And until then, keep on reading, keep on building these dashboards, keep on learning new things, and I'll see you very soon.